in April is always very interesting because it's nice to see the whole picture of Champagne, the great houses which everyone knows, but also particularly that Champagne week, all the smaller domains or medium-sized domains who are now available in the international market in New York, in London, in Tokyo. I have certain reservations. I think there are too many tastings there to really digest in the course of 1 week. I think there are over 40. And I went to one, there were 400 people there. And it sounds like a grumpy old man, but it's not that really, because people are there to enjoy themselves and enjoy champagne, meet people. But you can't get to taste these wines because the people crowd around a table and you may have to wait 40 minutes before you can taste the wine. They need to have a bit more discipline in the way they present the wines. It's just too much. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I think they could do it better. It's a pity because there's some great smaller producers. I'm 72 now, and all my life in Champagne, I've always favoured the little guy and the sense of the land, and it's coming to pass, but they need to be careful. That's all I want to say about that.
Mm-hmm. Talking about the little guys, what were the characteristics of the little guys? Could you use an example?
For example, 2015 it's been praised to the skies, but in fact it's quite difficult because it was very dry and very hot. And the sort of vintage that separates the men from the boys. What really struck me from, I won't mention anyone in particular, but the people in the great Pinot Noir vintages in this warm year have produced the most wonderful wine. And the interesting thing is the tannins, which that far north in France normally are really sharp and green. They were lovely and ripe, but they were quite delicate. So there's a huge future in tandem with global warming of getting gentler, more elegant, expressive, and most important of all, digestible wines for everyone to drink. Yes.
So you're talking about the Pinot Noir. Did you taste any of the sort of Champagne Noir and Rouge, the Boozy Rouge?
Yes, I did. Those are fabulous. I mean, I've been tasting for a long time, but I defy anyone tasting blind to recognize them as from Champagne. They might think it was from Burgundy or something. So wonderful richness. Yeah, oh yes. Petit Champagne Noir, great.
They were fun, right?
They were, yeah.
Okay, is there anything else we can say about Champagne?
Yes, I think people are less now into power and more into precision, freshness, and that's what great champagne is all about. Whether it's young or old, it should always be fresh. So there are issues about how much wood you use or don't use, how much extra dosage you add to soften the wine. All these things are under consideration. But I do think we live in a golden age of wine, and the standard is very high. I mean, I'm critical, but then I'm always critical. I try to be constructively critical.
Mm-hmm. You talked about Pinot Noir, but was there an area that stuck out for you in this?
Yes. I'm a bit of a bore about this because I love the third grape of Champagne, Pinot Meunier. And funny enough, in 15, with all that great heat, it's the one, it's not the whole part of the blend, but it's an important part because it brought freshness to the blend, which Chardonnay couldn't this year because it was too hot, basically.
Yes.
Everyone will deny that, but I'm convinced in my water that that's right.